Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle Lord. I'm the founder and principal of Archetype Learning Solutions. And I wanted to take just a minute to do a quick video announcement about an upcoming webinar that maybe even a couple of webinars that my friend and colleague Douglas Brown have managed to retain and myself will be doing sometime soon. We don't have a date yet. We put a date out there, and I think we're going to actually change that date because of all of the excitement with the holidays and some life events that are going on with both Douglas and myself. So watch for the new date to be proposed. But I just wanted to put this little video out there to talk about some of the things that we're going to cover because these are really timely and important topics. And I see these challenges continuing to exist within the workplace, and I know that Douglas sees them as well. And, this really is about not only the health of our employees, it impacts our communities, and it certainly impacts our organization's abilities to be productive and function at their highest capacity. So the title of the webinar is Solving the Workforce Puzzle, How Retention, Engagement, and Manager Effectiveness Drive Financial and Operational Success. So I'm just going to refer to my notes here for a minute. Okay, so what are we going to cover? First, we're going to set a little bit of the tone about what's occurring right now in the workplace. And it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of frustration, it's a lot of stress. And, I think sometimes when we're in that milieu of stress and frustration, we don't actually see it because we get so hyper focused on the actual stress that we don't realize that we're in a state of stress. And what we really want to address in this particular webinar is that these are not HR or OD issues. These are issues of a real managerial and leadership crisis that exists within our organizations. So that's how we'll kick off the webinar. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the top pressing workforce challenges that are really impacting our organizations, our humans within our organizations, and our organization's ability to perform and reach their top capacity. That's increased turnover. It's skills shortages, one of my favorite topics. Low engagement, which leads to low productivity. And of course, if you've ever seen any of my videos, you know that I talk about this on a pretty regular basis. Increased absenteeism. And this doesn't necessarily relate to I'm calling in sick today. This absenteeism can show up in the form of what's out there as quiet quitting. And of course, again, if you've listened to any of my videos, you know I dislike that term, and we're just going to call it what it is. It's workplace sabotage. And that again is not to demean the employees. This is really to call out the seriousness of the situation. And again, it goes back to kind of a managerial crisis. And then manager capabilities, and there's that leadership crisis again. And then we're going to talk about some of the financial and operational impacts. And those include continuity and cost control, productivity and innovation. And again, I'm going to say it, the tired, stressed, frustrated, anxious brain has no capacity to be innovative. And yet, this is something that we're constantly telling our employees that we need them to be. We want you to be innovative. We want you to be productive. We want you to be creative. But we cannot when we're in that state of stress. And then managerial drag and lost leadership bandwidth. And we're really starting to see this now, because this is the first year that Gallup has ever seen in their surveys, over 30 years of doing engagement surveys. This is the first year where the managerial engagement trend has started to show a downward slope. So we've definitely got some challenges in our organizations, and so we want to present you with some solutions that you can take away and take back into the organization with you. So those are solutions related to employee engagement, as well as retention, absenteeism, and solution approaches. So this extends way beyond the capacity to just have great engagement within your organization. It really incorporates things like kindness, compassion, the ability to have effective conversations, the ability to understand basic human motivation, the ability to understand how humans learn. So this is much, much broader than just simply about being nice in the workplace, but it is really impacting our organizations. So if you want a better 2026, a more whole, effective, highly functioning organization and highly functioning employees, I think this is a great webinar for you to participate in, and the ability to ask us some questions. So still working on the structure. We might do two, so stay tuned and we'll have more information coming out shortly. All right, thanks so much, and hope you'll register and join us in conversation, and we'll of course have it recorded so you can replay it and share it with others who might have missed it. All right, thanks so much, and if this content resonates with you, just a reminder, you can find me on YouTube. I think it's under Archetype Learning Solutions, and we talk about all things employee engagement. All right, thanks so much, and hope to see you at the webinar.